Hey guys, Liam here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. For those who are new here, this is a really simple concept. I go through episodes of the Pokemon Anime and I pick fault with them. Really nitpicky to the point where it's kind of irritating, but somehow entertaining, I hope. If you're a fan of WTF Moments already, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you share this video with a friend. With all that bollocks out the way, let's have a look at the WTF Moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 26, Pokémon Scent-sation. We begin the episode with the gang arriving at Celadon City and Brock, following the scent of some perfume, pressing his face up against a shop window to glare at the women inside. Little tip for the lonely hearts out there, I have yet to meet a woman who actually finds this kind of behavior attractive. Like, don't get me wrong, some people, myself included, love to catch other people checking them out. Just not face pressed up against a window like a stalker checking them out. Direct quote from Misty after being sprayed with a perfume called Daffodil Dream.
It smells just like a garden.
Well, yeah, that is a place you find daffodils after all. The store clerk says they're having a fragrance sale. I mean, you're in a perfume shop, so of course you're gonna have a fragrance sale. Like, what else does a perfume shop sell other than fragrances? Now, the obvious takeaway from this is that Misty is going to be able to get a discount, but do you know where else you can get a discount right now? Gee, No, we'll talk about that later. Ash runs in and tells Misty not to buy anything because perfume is a waste of money and it stinks. Au contraire, my friend. Perfume is a wonderful creation. Also, weren't you listening? They're having a sale. The manager turns up and asks if Ash is accusing her of overcharging her customers. And Ash says all perfumes are a ripoff because all they do is turn guys into zombies. Ugh. Ash is being one of those guys, the kind of guy that says things like,
I think that all women look beautiful without makeup. In fact, they look better without all that product on their faces.
Dude, some girls just like to wear makeup and perfume. Just let them fucking be. Erika shows Ash just how angry she is by reciting a backronym for the word perfume, which goes like this. P, pretty, E, elegant, R, radiant, F, fun, U, urbane. What the hell does urbane mean? Define urbane.
Urbane means of a person, especially a man, courteous and refined in manner.
Yeah, sure. M, mysterious, and E, energy. Hang on. Perfume does not give you energy. But you know what does? G Fuel. No. Later. Ash gets thrown out of the perfume shop and heads for the Celadon City gym, which is decked out to look just like a gloom head, and it actually looks really sick. It turns out that Ash isn't allowed into the Celadon City gym because he said perfume is a stinky ripoff. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon League guidelines have nothing in them about competitors must be pro perfume. Apparently disliking perfume is against the rules, but physical assault with a giant X stamper is a-okay. Hey look, it's that GIF everyone uses when they tweet about money. Direct quote from Meowth.
What's a gloom doing here?
What's a gloom? A grass-type Pokemon doing here in the Celadon City gym, the grass-type gym. Use your bonts, mate. James tells Coughing to use poison gas on a poison-type Pokemon. Okay. Gloom starts releasing its pungent aroma and Meowth panics that his nose has been burnt off, and then remembers that the cartoonist never drew him a nose. Fourth wall break aside, if the animators never drew you a nose, that means you don't have a nose, which begs the question, how did you pick up the scent? Like, surely if you didn't have a nose, you wouldn't be reacting to the scent because you wouldn't smell it, so you'd just be left wondering why Jesse and James are reacting the way they are. Direct quote from the girl with the big-ass stamp.
Gym rules, no thieves allowed.
Pretty sure that's not a gym rule, it's more the law. Just saying. Instead of turning over these would-be burglars to the authorities, the staff at the Celadon City gym decided to hang Team Rocket from a tree. Seems a bit overdramatic. Ash turns up and James asks politely if Ash could get them out of the tree. Jessie then wraps her legs around James and calls him a traitor, even though getting out of the tree would only benefit them. Ahaha, Ash Ketchum, a boy, ahaha, is dressed as a girl, ahaha, that's not something you'd normally see in the 90s, ahaha, this joke hasn't aged terribly, has it? Ahaha. Is this not the single greatest disguise James has ever had, or at least in Series 1 so far? Like, it's incredible. If I didn't already know what was going on, I would have no idea that that was James. That is the best disguise ever. Whilst Ash checks in at the gym to try and blag himself a gym battle in his disguise, Team Rocket sneak off to go and look for the secret perfume that they've been searching for. Meowth asks why they've brought a blaster ball, aka a bomb, and Jessie basically says it's revenge for stamping an X on her face, but is terrorism athleticism really the answer? Direct quote from this girl cleaning Gloom.
Remember, a pretty Pokémon is a strong Pokémon.
I mean, those two attributes don't necessarily correlate. Many people would say Vulpix is pretty, but it's far from strong. After the ad break, we find Erika, the Celadon City gym leader, telling a story about an Omanyte or something like that to a whole bunch of her staff and Pokemon, and also to Misty, Brock, and Pikachu. Ash wonders how they ended up there, and I don't know, mate, maybe they're looking for you, and that's the first place you would have gone after being thrown out that perfume shop? Maybe. Just a thought. Also, how small is that Victory Bell? You'd think it'd be flourishing in this kind of gym. Ash realizes that Erika, the gym leader, is also the store manager that kicked him out earlier. And I don't understand how he didn't realize this sooner, since the reason he got denied access to the gym was the same reason the manager removed him from the store. Like, who else would have those rules in place? Brock chimes in, trying to make the new girl, aka Ash, feel welcome, and honestly, Brock, mate, I am begging you not to go there. It turns out Gloom only releases its stinky odor when it feels scared or threatened. Could you imagine watching a horror film or a thriller or like Paranormal Activity or something with one of these? You'd be dead. According to the backstory of how Erika met her Gloom, Erika was being attacked by a Grimer and Gloom scared it away with its scent. I'd be inclined to believe this story if it wasn't for the fact that Grimer is made of literal shit. Out of the 150 Pokemon you could have chosen as Erika's attacker, you chose one of the two sludge monsters. Well done, 10 out of 10, bravo. As Ash blows his own cover, because let's face it, he's Ash, all I can think about is how freakishly tall the girl on the right is. I know you work in a grass-type gym, but you're not supposed to drink the Miracle Grow. I tell you what you should be drinking though, it's G Fuel! Provided you're an adult and you need the energy boost, because kids don't really need caffeine, do they? And if you use code ACE, which supports this channel between now and the 25th of June 2020, you will save 30% off G Fuel. Today's flavor is Battle Juice, which is just pineapple, and it's really, really refreshing, and it's really good with ice on a summer's day. Code ACE, mate, for 30% off right now. Pikachu figures out that this is Ash dressed as a girl and instantly gets angry and thundershocks him, ruining his disguise. Pikachu's anti-drag. Pass it on. Direct quote from Erika.
I accept your challenge. It's my duty under the league rules.
In that case, some of your staff need reporting to the Pokemon League because they've been turning away challengers based on their opinions of perfume. Direct quote from Ash.
I'll use my own grass Pokemon against yours.
Grass resists grass, you actual dustbin. You literally have a flying type and a fire type. Sort it out, lad. Direct quote from Dexter.
Tangela, a vine Pokemon. Its body is wrapped in vines.
Ash thinks about sending out Primate, but then has a flashback and remembers how aggressive and unpredictable it is, so elects not to. You literally have two super effective Pokemon in the back. Use them, please. Ash finally sends out Charmander, and then Erika says,
This should be easy.
and sends out bloody Weeping Bell. How is a grass type gonna have an easy fight with a fire type? Also, she doesn't return Tangela to its Pokeball, so she technically has two Pokemon out at once. So is she technically cheating right now?
Well, actually, Liam, Erika could have easily returned Tangela to its Pokeball whilst Ash was having his flashbacks about Primate.
Hey, if we weren't told or shown, it didn't happen. Erika tells Weeping Bell to use Razor Leaf on a fire-type Pokemon. This is painful. Erika looks shocked when Charmander uses Flamethrower. It's a fire-type Pokemon! What are you not getting here? Ash tells Charmander to use Skull Bash. Why not just use Flamethrower again? It's super effective. Erika sends out Gloom and its stench bodies Charmander. While thinking about what to do next, Ash comments that Squirtle, Pidgeotto, or Pikachu wouldn't be able to handle the smell. Pretty sure Pidgeotto could whirlwind or gust that smell away, but sure, go off. Pikachu knows it will probably lose, but is still willing to battle Gloom to help Ash. But of course, losing won't help Ash, so maybe we should at least ask Pidgeotto if it wants to have a go? Meowth sets off the blaster ball from earlier and it blows Team Rocket away, because Meowth apparently kept it close to them so they wouldn't lose it. Look, I know it's supposed to be dumb because it's Team Rocket and they're supposed to be dumb, but even for Team Rocket, this is super fucking dumb. Oh look, and now the whole building's on fire. I bet you regret starting a grass-type gym now, don't you, Erika? All the gym staff are rushing to return all the Pokemon back to their Pokeball so they can take them to safety, and we hear one in the background chime up with,
We've got to catch them all.
Shut the fuck up. Two girls, one hose. Oh, no, come on. Come on. It was right there. Hey, at least I didn't say two hose, one hose.
Well, actually, Liam, technically you did just...
Shh. I never said it. Oh, thank Arceus for you, Pikachu. What would we have done without you, mate? Erika can't find Gloom anywhere and is worried it might still be inside. Imagine running out of a burning building and not even checking if your short-legged, vile-smelling bulb of a lifelong friend had got out safely. Erika's a terrible friend. Pass it on. Also, I'm pretty sure it would be the gym leader's responsibility to make sure that all the Pokemon get out safely before saving themselves, much in the same way that it's a teacher's responsibility to make sure all their students get out safely from a burning school. Ash Ketchum teaches children around the world to run back into burning buildings before the firefighters have arrived. Yeah, I'm sure there's no way that would be a bad message to send to kids. Ash, of course, finds Gloom, but because it's panicking, it's releasing its horrible odor, so Ash quickly hides back behind this window, although that's not how scent works. The gap he was in when he discovered Gloom has no door, so there's still no door between Ash and the scent, so he should still be able to smell it. Ash holds his breath and runs over to Gloom, and just as he can't hold it any longer, he realizes there's no smell, because now Gloom doesn't feel threatened. I don't know about you, but if I was trapped in a burning building and a 10-year-old holding his breath ran up to rescue me, I wouldn't feel any safer, to be honest. So Ash saves Gloom, and it's about this time that you remember that in the Pokemon world, only 10-year-olds can be heroes. No adults seem to be capable of any heroics in this series. Once the fire's been put out, Erika hands Ash the Rainbowbadge, even though he didn't really earn it. I get that he saved Gloom from the burning building, but he should be rewarded with money or something, not yet another buy towards the Pokemon League. That's his 4th out of 5 badges he hasn't won in a legit contest. Direct quote from Erika.
I think you've earned it.
I mean, he didn't. He saved Gloom, but let's be fair, your gym is still totaled. Why isn't she giving out rainbow badges to everybody who helped put the fire out? So it turns out that all Team Rocket got away with was a bottle of Essence of Gloom. So basically a jar of farts. A vial of guffs, if you will. A tincture of butt squirt. A pitcher of poo smell. A decanter of dirty bum whiff. I could go on. Direct quote from the narrator.
In the race for a rainbow badge, it's Ash by a nose.
Well, it isn't, since Professor Oak told us in the last episode that Gary and the other 2 kids from Pallet Town each have 5 badges, so they're ahead of him. I get that Ash is proud of his badge, but walking around like this is just asking to trip over. Boy's gonna deck it, mate. So in this episode, what did we learn? Pikachu is against cross-dressing, running into a burning building is okay if you're trying to save a vegetable, and always read the label before you steal something. So those are my WTF moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 26. Let me know your favorite down in the comments below, and any that I missed. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you want to support the channel like these beautiful people here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. And to save 30% on G Fuel until the 25th of June, use code ACE. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.